Hey guys, and welcome to Swami Studios. I'm your host, Moonlight Swami. And today I'm bringing you guys, Gibson episode 5. I'm skipping around a little bit after this episode. Well, actually, you're going to see me skipping around a bit. And at the end of this episode, you're going to see something amazing. But I'm going to end it at that. So, I am not going to talk about historical figures in today's episode because it is March 15th. And you guys are probably wondering, like, what the fuck is so special about March 15th? Well, March 15th is the date that I make my prediction for the World Series every single year, as I just hit a monster bomb with Josh Gibson. And so far, since 2001, I have not messed up a single season. And I've made my pick this date every year. So I'm going to keep the tradition going. Last year I picked St. Louis, and I found out Wainwright got hurt. I got worried. Stuck with them, but, and they won. I always pick two teams to make it to the World Series. At least one of them has made it to the World Series every year I have picked. I'll write down the list for you. In 2001, it was the Diamondbacks who ended up winning. 2002, it was the Giants. 2003, it was the Yankees. 2004 was the Cardinals. 2004 was the Red Sox. 2005 was the Astros. 2006 was the Cardinals. 2007 was the Rockies. 2008 was the Rays. I had a Rays-Mets World Series that year. Didn't work out that way. It almost did. 2009, I had the Phillies going back. 2010, I had the... I think I had the Rangers that year. No, I had the Giants. And then 2011, I had the Cardinals. So, I've had at least one team to make to the World Series every year. And I think that's pretty damn good. If you guys remember around baseball time last year, I said who I thought would win each game of the World Series, and I went 7-0 in those picks. Said the Cardinals would win in 7. I stuck by that. It happened. But I'm going to talk to you about the playoffs as a whole and who I think is making the World Series this year. 10 teams that will make the playoffs this year because now they added the additional one-game playoff wildcard round are in the American League. It will be, in order, not in order, but not in any specific order, just by division. The New York Yankees, the Tampa Bay Rays, and the Boston Red Sox, all from the AL East. The Detroit Tigers from the AL Central, and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim from the AL West. Well, I'm going to go over that in a second, but besides that, then we have in the National League, we have the Philadelphia Phillies, the Washington Nationals. From the Central, the Cincinnati Reds, the Milwaukee Brewers, and from the West, the Arizona Diamondbacks. Those are my predictions of who are going to make the playoffs. And now I'm going to tell you why. Why the Rangers are not going to make it? Because with the Angels not playing well for the past few seasons, not really a lot of depth hitting wise, a lot of injuries, they have had probably the easiest division in baseball with the A's, the Mariners, and the Angels when the Angels were not up to par. So, with that being said, I think that with the Angels adding C.J. Wilson and Albert Pujols, and with Mark Trumbo as a backup, and Kendry Morales as he's coming back, as I hit another bomb with Gibson, 8th of the season. But with Kendry Morales coming back, or Kendrys Morales coming back, I see the Angels winning their division by about half a game. I don't see the Rangers getting lucky this year. So no three-peat for them making the World Series. Tigers, they have that division out. They have Prince. And I think that the AL East is the strongest division in baseball right now. But I think that in the NL East, only one team will go below 500, and that is the Mets. I think they're going to go probably 5 or 6 games below 500. I think the Braves are going to be about 2 games over. Marlins about 4. The Nationals about 5, and the Phillies about 10 games over 500. So they'll probably go like 92-70 in that division. NL Central. With the Reds acquiring Matt Latos and Richard Marshall from the Cubs, I see that this is basically their division for the taking without Prince Fielder and Albert Pujols in that division anymore. The Cubs are a very weak team. The Pirates are not, but the Astros are. This is the last season the Astros will be in that division before they move to the AL West. So, with that being said, if they can't do it this year, I don't think they'll ever be able to. The Brewers are still strong with Ryan Braun, Corey Hart, Giovanni Gallardo, Zach Greinke, Sean Markham, John Axford, the Axe. I mean, they have a good team. They have Ricky Weeks as well. They have a strong team, but I don't see them. I think that the Reds are going to get in as the division winner. I mean, now with Joey Votto, Jay Bruce, Brandon Phillips, Latos, Johnny Cueto, Aroldis Chapman coming into his own eventually. I really think that they have a good chance of winning that division. And I'm not going to count the Brewers too far behind, but I'm going to have the Brewers and I'm going to have the Nationals as the wild cards. I'm going to have the Rays and the Red Sox as the wild cards in that division. Well, in that league. And I think the Diamondbacks are going to trump out the Dodgers, who I'm going to put at about 500 this year after a very bad season last year, even though they had the Cy Young Award winner and MVP. They just couldn't get the job done with the rest of their team. Andre Ethier, he's a fantastic player. James Loney, Matt Kemp, really strong team. Just they couldn't get things going. I don't know why. The Rockies, I think Clint Hurdle will continue to keep his job. Or is that Clint Hurdle's job? I don't remember. But whoever the manager, Jim Tracy rather, he's going to keep his job in Colorado. I think they're going to finish in second. I think the Giants are going to finish in third because, even though they have Buster Posey back, I don't think they're a strong enough team hitting-wise to make any impact. So that's that. I'm going to say that the Rays are going to knock the Red Sox out of the playoffs for a second straight year. I think the Reds are going to lose. The Brewers are going to lose to the Nationals in the one-game playoff with Strasburg, Bryce Harper, Matt Morse, Danny Espinosa, Wilson Ramos, Zimmerman, of course, John Lannon. They have a good team. So, and you can never discount Tyler Clippard, who had a subpar 2 ERA, below 2 ERA last year, and their closer Drew Storen. So they have a good team, but the teams that I'm expecting to make the World Series this year are the Angels and the Phillies. I think the Phillies are going to have to face off against the Diamondbacks in the NLCS, which will be really cool. And, with that being said, I'm seeing that the Phillies are going to win in 6 games over the D-backs. Still a little young, Ian Kennedy, Justin Upton, Stephen Drew if he's healthy, Miguel Montero, Chris Young. Good team, very good team. They just need to get a little experience factor going on. Phillies very strong pitching-wise. Ryan Howard will be back. That's why I'm not expecting them to win 100 games. He's going to be out probably till June at the earliest. But this is actually Gibson's 11th home run, which is enough to put him in the major league standings. And here we go. He's going to be put into the major leagues. You're going to see the notice in a second. And in the in the ALCS, I'm seeing an Angels-Tigers playoff. And I'm going to pick the Angels in 7 games over the Tigers. The Tigers do have Miguel Cabrera, Justin Verlander, Prince Fielder, Victor Martinez is not going to be there for the entire season, so that's a really bad injury for them. But, it's just, they still have Prince and they still have Miguel Cabrera, so I think they'll make it. I think they're going to beat out the Yankees and the Angels are going to beat out the Rays. I'm picking the Angels to make it to the World Series, and I'm picking the Angels to beat the Phillies with their phenomenal rotation, Albert Pujols, in 6 games. That's my prediction, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Gibbs into the majors. You'll see that next episode, and I'll be talking to you guys later. Peace, I'm out.